Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are back with our Ultimate Decades Challenge and we are in the year 1349 and we are coming back to do some weddings, some birthdays, hopefully some births. We have had a lot of our widows get married, and so I'm hoping that we're going to have a lot of babies born in this stream. And so we have a lot to do on our agenda today. I hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing pretty good. It is cold out here in Canada today, so we have snow. And so I am just staying down here bundled up, and we are going to jump right in. We have to, hi Tracy, how are you doing today? We have to jump right in off the bat and age up a couple of our Sims today. So we're going to hop over and take a look at our spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at our spreadsheet first. So for our spreadsheet today, we have, if you look, we have Archibald and Alba Meshram aging up into toddlers, and we have Darja getting married. John Arundel is aging up to a young adult today. And then for tomorrow, we have to get Simon Petechia married. And then we have on the last day of the year, Cuthbert Like is aging up to a child. So we have, like I said, a couple of birthdays, 2 weddings that we're going to be doing, and a lot of births, I would think, because all of our widows, I got them remarried. I put those pictures on the community post. So yeah, we are just going to go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and roll for our Sims and see if they are going to be able to age up. So for Archibald and Alba, they are rolling to be toddlers. They can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15, or they die. So if we roll for our dice here, we will see what they roll. So for Archibald, he rolled an 18, so he lives. And for Alba, she rolled a 17, so she lives. So both of them get to age up, and they are going to be aging up and live. Let's see, for, what does that say? They get to live for 16 days. So let's go ahead and put them where they belong. All right, and then for Darja, she's getting married. Let's roll for John. All right, for John, he can't roll a 3, 7, or 19. He rolls a 9, so he gets to live, and he is going to live for 40 days. Perfect. And that is all for today's, for the birthdays. So let's go ahead and go into the game here, and we are going to age up our little ones and see how they're doing. So we are in the Von Schwan household. Now for this family, as we know, Conrad Meshram married Elise Marie von Schwan. She is a vampire, and so with the vampires, they obviously are immortal. They will live for forever. So because of that, he took her last name because it's going to be a very long legacy. And they are now the von Schwann family, except for these two babies. They are mushrooms. And so we are going to go ahead. We're going to hop into cast. We're going to age up the little ones here. Both of them are aging up to toddlers. So we will give them their toddler makeovers. And I figure Conrad probably is going to want to, at some point, be turned into a vampire, because he is going to think to himself, like, Elise is going to live for forever, and he is obviously going to wither away, and he's not going to want to die. He's going to be, kind of thinking to himself, oh, well, that whole living for forever with her it sounds kind of enticing. This little one, Archibald, is going to be angelic. Let's go ahead and get this top off of him so we can see what kind of hair it gave him. All right, and let's give him his makeover. He's super adorable. I think he kind of looks like Alda, to me. He's so cute. All right, and let's go ahead and put him in his clothing colors. They are orange. And party. So anyway, as I was saying, I do think Conrad is probably going to want her to turn him at some point, just because he is going to want to live forever with her. His children obviously are going to age up. They're going to move out. They're going to get families of their own. And he is probably going to be like, I just want to live with you. I want to live in eternity with you. And so I figure he is obviously going to want to go ahead and have her turn him into a vampire so that they can live for forever. She aged up with blonde hair, so we'll change that. She is also going to be bouncy. So let's go ahead and change her hair color here, but they got the same hair. I'm also going to change her hair a little bit because I don't want them to have the exact same hair. But she did have curly hair, so we will give her a curly hair. We'll just give her a different hair. Maybe we'll give her like this hair, or this hair. Let's do that hair. All right, and then we'll put her in her orange clothes and then take her photo, and we will be good to go for this family. All right, her party wear. I am giving them a little bit fancier clothing because he did kind of marry up in his station a little bit, marrying Von Schwan. And so she is getting a little bit fancier clothing here. Look how cute she is. She's precious. All right, there's Archibald and Alba, aged up into toddlers. They are absolutely precious. And let's go ahead and hop in here and see them in the game.
Over two.
I just want to adjust this down just a little bit. Okay. So we are going to obviously see them here in this family. They are going to have their new stepmom here. And like I said, hopefully she is expecting. I do believe she is probably expecting. But we have now our two toddlers, Meshram, Archibald, and Alba. We absolutely love it. Conrad is loving the fact that they have aged up. He is very attentive to them, which we love, but he also has recently gotten married and he loves his new wife very much. He thinks she is very, very attractive. They had a whirlwind romance. They married quite quickly, but he fell in love with her quite quickly, and he, like I said, is going to probably want to spend eternity with her. I do see him probably asking her to turn him into a vampire, and as you can see, he is really enjoying the fact that he is just married. It says the promise of a lifetime of companionship would make any sim happy, and he's feeling quite flirty, which we absolutely love. But we are going to go ahead and hop over into our main household now, and we're going to age up John and turn him into a young adult. And then we're going to hop over to our Ledford house because we do need to get Darja married off and let her go ahead and have her wedding because she does have herself a love interest. So we do want to get her married, which is going to be great. But let's go ahead and just age up John and turn him into a young adult, which obviously will just take us just a second. And as we know, our main household, we do have him who has just married Catherine, and they are expecting, so we should be expecting their baby in this stream as well. So that will be exciting because we will have us a new baby with her. And so we are expanding our family in our main household, which is super exciting because we know that we need more babies. We have a lot of things that are coming soon in the timeline that are going to be kind of devastating for our families. And not that the plague wasn't already devastating, but we do have more things that are coming that are going to obviously make our Sims have to face some natural disasters. John has aged up. Now he is already restless and arrogant, and now he is going to be a cat lover. All right, and he is I want him to have a, let's do big happy family with him. And he graduated. Okay, great. All right. And he's earned a diploma. All right. So we have him aged up. We have Catherine here. What is she up to? She's just grabbing herself something to eat. It is not saying that she is pregnant. I thought she was pregnant. Maybe she's not pregnant. I thought she was. Well, if that's the case, maybe we need to go ahead and get them to try for another baby. Maybe we need to get them to mess around if she is not pregnant. I thought she had a moodlet that she was expecting, but maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it was somebody else that I saw had that moodlet.
Walks a sleigh.
So we're going to get them to just have a little mess around, and hopefully they can try for a baby. As we know, them being our main household, we do need to get them trying for babies and having them do that daily. So we'll get them to do that. Oh, I was fixing my MC Command Center and I didn't delete this computer, so let me do that. I don't want them having a computer. That's not time period appropriate. So let me just delete that, because otherwise, as we know, the Sims will get on the computer. Watch it take forever to load now, and that will be great. I have been having a lot of trouble with it loading whenever I'm trying to load up into my build by. It takes so long for that to load for whatever reason. So this may take it just a second for it to load, and then we will delete that computer so that they can't use it, and then we'll continue on. So just give it just a second here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze my game or anything crazy. But after we have them try for a baby, we will go ahead and head over and have Darja Ledford go and try and get herself, well, she doesn't have to try and get herself married. She is already engaged. We just have to actually take her to the chapel and we will get her married to her beloved. So we will be meeting him, which is going to be super exciting. So I will show you guys who she has gotten herself engaged to. Come on, game. Load for me. All right, while this is loading, I'm going to be right back.
Won't you sing out your frustration? Just say a word. Keep on staring at the pavement. God knows who hurt. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town, echoing inside your walls. 5 feet underground now. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one who said, oh, I told you so. And even if the sky was falling down, you never noticed anyone.
Okay, we are back, and they are just going upstairs to have themselves a quick woohoo here. Looks really funny when they woohoo in that bed. I don't know what the deal is with that, but they are having themselves a quick woohoo. They are trying for a baby. He is super happy. It says, like old times from being near family. Oh, it just told me she's in her first trimester. Eating for two from trying for baby. It is thrilling to discover a life growing inside you. So she is pregnant. So they're trying for a baby and she's already expecting. Okay, maybe that's weird. I don't know what's going on. All right, so she is expecting. Let's go ahead and head over into the Ledford family, and we will let Darja go ahead and get married. Super exciting. All right, so Darja Ledford lives here. We are just going to go ahead and play with her for now. And she is going to call over her love, and then we will travel with him to the chapel, and we will get them hitched. As we know, her father did pass away in the Black Plague, and so did her sister. So she is the only one left in the Ledford family. And so the Ledford family is essentially gone. They're, like, that name has died out now, because she's going to marry, and she won't be keeping the Ledford name. She'll be obviously marrying and taking her husband's name. The Ledford name is now going to be no more. But she is going to go ahead and call over Amir McNally. That is the person that she has fallen in love with. And so she's going to, we're going to invite him over to the lot, and we will just travel with him, and we're going to go and get them married. So let's travel with Amir. To the chapel in Hempford on Bagley here, and we're going to go and get them married. Unfortunately, there aren't any witnesses to the marriage. I don't think she met any of his family. I think she went over to his house, and everyone else was asleep at the time when she met him. He was outside stargazing when she got to his house, and then they were stargazing together, and they just kind of hit it off and fell in love. And so they decided that they were going to be in a relationship together. And then when she proposed to him, he was like, yeah, I'll marry you. All right, so we are going to have them come over here and get married.
Oh, Shanoy.
She's like, oh my goodness, we're actually doing this. And he's like, yeah, we are. And she's like, I have waited for this since I was a little girl. I have dreamed of my marriage. Why are you on your notebook? Get married to him.
Serga Blue.
She's like, you know how little girls dream of their weddings? Well, I've always dreamed of this. And he's like, well, I hope that I'm everything you ever dreamed of. And she's like, you are, and more.
And Kira.
So they are obviously getting married, and it is a beautiful ceremony. Albeit they are here alone, but look at her throw confetti. Like, what?
Oh. Absum. A break lemtem.
Are you going to put rings on each other?
Flony. Nebahana.
Are you going to get married? There we go. Hello?
Oh, Rospa.
Why is it not letting them do this? Let me see if I can control him and see if that works. Okay, this is not working. Maybe I can,
Oh, yum.
get off your phone and get married to Darja. She's out here mourning, but go in and get married. Come on, you can do this. We clearly have ourselves a little bit of a wedding glitch here.
Oh. Ooh, shiva flab.
Okay, let's plan the wedding event. Maybe that will work. All right, let's do a wedding ceremony. We're gonna have to, I guess, do a wedding ceremony. Let's do the exchange the vows and a spousal kiss. And where are we currently? I don't think I can get married there. Why is it wanting me to get married there? Okay, fine. It wants me to get married at the McNally residence. I don't know why. This is proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I just wanted to get them married. Maybe they have an arch on their property. Let's hope. Is there an arch here? I'm looking. I don't see one. Where am I supposed to be exchanging these vows if there's not an arch? This is so strange. Okay. We're at his family home, but I don't see an arch for us to get married. So let's purchase one maybe. That's so weird. Why did it even put his place on the list? All right, we'll look up a wedding arch and we'll place one down and we will get them married. It will be perfectly fine. Let's put it over here. All right, so let's go over here and we can exchange the vows and kiss.
Yibsy. Fadish. Ah.
Okay, well, it's saying they've done it. Did they marry? I guess they did. Okay. Just married. Congratulations on your new marriage. Would you like to move in together now? Okay, yes. We want to move in Amir with her. And then we are going to take them home. All right, Amir, it's time for you to go home.
Yes, happy on
Gushif, we know. Yasinarp, Tam, Soup.
All right, so we're going to take them home. They are obviously going to be having a color change. I haven't decided yet what color that's going to be because I'm not exactly sure, but they're not going to be green any longer now that she's no longer a Ledford. And so we will be changing their color because the Petechias are green and the Ledfords were green, but she's no longer a Ledford, and so I'm not sure what color we're going to change them to. Maybe I might change them to like purple or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to take a look and see what colors are available. But I am super excited because we will also be doing a change for our photo because it is the end of the year. The new decade is after this this stream. So I'll be getting the new photo updated, and so we'll be getting all of that done. So after this, so let's go ahead and hop into Cass. We're going to change her name to McNally, and we will go ahead and take a look at their colors. All right, so she is now a McNally. So let's change her name to McNally. And so they're both wearing green currently. I mean, albeit different colors of green, but they are wearing green. We could do her in purple. That's a really bright purple, but we could do her in purple. Does this come in purple? All right, hold on. Let's see if this has purple listed. Yeah, it does. All right, let's see what we've got in our purple options. All right, let's do that as her everyday. All right, and then we will change this one to purple and purple. All right. I'm going to get her new photo because she's in purple now. And we will put him in purple as well. Okay, and then we will take his photo for the family tree. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and let them get, well, I think they are already home. So let's go ahead and let them consummate their marriage, and then they can try for the baby. Oh, they have to have their first kiss first, and then we'll let them do that. I guess their spousal kiss does not count as their first kiss.
Oh, very nice.
She's like, oh my goodness.
Ah.
No, she.
Oh.
Oh, no, boo.
All right, they are going to go ahead and go and mess around.
What a fashion.
It's Valentine's Day or St. Valentine's Day, so they are doing these flirty interactions, and that is meeting them. It says, wow, the love language of touch from Amir just made that moment truly magical for Darja. It has her pondering the joy of a tender caress or the comfort of a warm embrace from a beloved Sim. Is this a moment of realization from Darja, or that Darja likes physical intimacy? And yes, she does. All right, so she and he are going to go ahead and go into the bedroom here, and they are going to go ahead and woohoo and have their consummation of the marriage, and we will try for that baby. It says, break out the candles, make it romantic. They are woohooing for the first time. And we absolutely love that. It is 10:15 p.m. on Sunday. We are just about to head into the second portion of 1349. We're about to head into April of 1349. And in April of 1349, we do need to, as we know, get Simon Petechia married. Hopefully his wedding goes a little more smoothly than hers did, because hers was a little bit of a nightmare, I'm not going to lie. But I am hoping that his goes a little bit smoother. We're going to be getting Simon married, so we are just going to leave them here, and we're going to head over into the Petechia residence. So let's leave them here and let's head over to the Petechias, and we will go see Simon and hang out with him until his wedding. All right, so here is the Petechia residence here, and this is where Simon lives. Simon is, as we know, all by himself now. He was the only one left with Talia and Telero, because Cristofo has gone and lived at the monastery, and Talia and Telero unfortunately did perish in the Black Plague, so he is the only one left here in this really big house, and so it's just him. We are just going to go ahead and play as him and let him carry on until the morning, when it is time for him to obviously go and get himself married. Why don't you come on in here and we will get you something to eat, because it looks like you are feeling pretty hungry. And it looks like you could stand for some rest. So we're just going to let him get a little bit of cooking in, and he's going to make some gruel. And then we'll send him off to bed. He'll get some rest before he has to go and get himself married. So we love that. He has acquired the cooking skill, which is fantastic. Hopefully he doesn't burn the house down, because he doesn't know how to cook. So we love that. So we will let him do this. He'll eat something, and then we'll send him off to bed. And then in the morning, we will obviously go and we will get him married. He is going to be marrying an Augustan girl, which we love. It's the only Augustan girl that's left. Her name is Bridget. And they hit it off really quickly, which surprised me, because, well, I had tried to hook Bridget up with one of our other Sims, and she just was not with it. But she really liked Simon. So it worked out really, really well. Oh, clearly he was starving. All right. Well, when you're done with that, you can go ahead and head off to bed, Simon.
Oh, Numa.
Mm-hmm. It is almost midnight, so you need to get some rest. He's like, I'm not even going to clean up. I'm just heading to bed. It is so late, and I have a wedding tomorrow. Yes, you do. And we are super thrilled about it. We really are. As we know, he likes to garden. He is a freelance botanist, so we love that. We have a garden that he planted out here. And so he only half planted it, it looks like. So we'll get him to finish planting. Maybe he can finish planting these things in the morning. We'll get him to finish planting. And they do have some chickens, and we also have a cow here. So this house is pretty set up for them, which is great. And we actually do have a arch here on this property, so I can just invite her over here and they can get married here on his property. So that's probably what we'll do. He is hysterical. Well, you can calm down. I don't know why you're hysterical. He's hysterical because he says time for wiggles from his wiggly trait. He got that as a toddler. But he's also engaged and he is ecstatic about that. And he had an excellent holiday. And he is cheerful from the lot trait. And because he loves gardening. So he has a lot of things that he's so ecstatically happy about that it's made him hysterical. Which is not necessarily a good thing. We just need him to calm down a little bit. Maybe we can get him to go and jog to clear his mind. He's just very, very happy. We love that for him. So he's just going out for a little jog to clear his mind and calm down a little bit so he's not hysterical, which is, you know, a really good thing. We don't want him to be hysterical. And when it gets a little bit later, he's going to go ahead and invite his lady love over and we are going to get them married. She's just going to come to the house. We're going to get him married there on the property and then they can just go ahead and start their lives. There's no sense in them having to go to Hemford on Bagley and, well, I mean, technically, you know, there's just no sense in them having to travel all over the place when he has what he needs right there on his property. So that's what he's going to do, is just invite her over. You really do need to go to the washroom. You should probably get back to your house and do that. And you could stand to take yourself a little bit of a nap before it gets too late.
Miss Phoebe? Oh.
Alright, so he is just going to take care of some of his needs, and then after he is done with that, we will get him to call her over. So we'll have him invite Bridget to come over. We're not going to school. Yes, you should skip school. All right, so he is just going to invite her to come round and we are going to get them married. She will be right over. Okay, we love that. All right, here is Bridget. She has made it. We love that. She is stunning. Let's invite her in. Here's Bridget, and I think she's absolutely stunning. And they are going to make an absolutely cute couple. I think they're going to have lovely children. Simon, come on down. And he's like, I just need to get something to eat and I need to bathe. And she's like, well, what about our wedding? And he's like, we're going to have one. Don't you worry your pretty little head. But I do need to make sure that I'm clean and, you know, I don't want to smell. Okay. So he is going to take care of his needs really quickly, and then we're going to go over here and we are going to get married to Bridget. Bridget's like, did you invite me in? Is it going to let me get married to her or what? I don't have the money to plan a wedding event, so it's going to have to let me get married to her like that. I don't care about the school warning. Let's see if I can get her to. She's got a school warning too. She's, you know. It's gonna tell me that I can't get married because we don't have enough money. Because it cost 1,000 simoleons, and we don't have 1,000 simoleons. Can you just get married to him? Can you just get married to her? Can you guys just elope? Can we do something? Whoa, slow down. Even eloping takes time. Oh, come on already. What does it take? Alright, well, for now, let's sell something so that we can plan a wedding event. Because he needs to get married. So we will sell something in the house so that we can plan a wedding event. He's like, I'm going to have to sell something in order to marry you. And she's like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, okay. So we're going to sell something in the house so that we can get them married. All right, so he sold a tapestry, and we now have enough money to plan a wedding event. All right, go over there and plan the event. We're going to do the kiss, we're going to do the vows, and we're going to do it here at the Petechia residence. All right, let's go ahead and exchange our vows and kiss. And just like that, they're married. Honestly, this whole being teens and not working like it's supposed to is crazy. They were just married. Congratulations on your new marriage. Would you like to move in together now? Yes. We'll move her in with him. Perfect. And then we will change her name to Petechia and put her in green. She's currently in yellow, but we'll put her in green because the Petechias are green. All right, Bridget, let's go ahead and change your name to Petechia. And then you guys need to go ahead and try for a baby. Let's get you in green, honey. Green. What is she currently wearing? I have no idea. All right, let me just change this to green. And let's change her here to green in her hot weather. All right, and get her photo for the family tree. Okay, and we will go ahead and let them consummate their marriage and try for a baby. And then I think what we'll do is go ahead and head over to our main household and check in on them. All right, let us go ahead and do our first kiss, because I don't think our spousal kiss counts.
Nara.
Look at her, she approached him like, kiss me. He was like, I'm working on it, honey, I'm working on it.
Gentle.
All right, so let's go ahead and have them do the woohoo. Oh, it's not working. Okay, let me try again.
Habare. Subao habare. Numfra. Pubara zikuni. Yord rinka. Yibs yibs. Yuma.
He's like, so do you want to go and have our first woohoo? And she's like, yes, I do. He's like, okay, honey, let's go do that. So they are going to have their first woohoo here and consummate the marriage. Hopefully they will be expecting, which would be fantastic. Break out the candles, make it romantic. Bridget and Simon are woohooing for the first time. Is anyone home? Oh, Christofo's come by to visit. Well, we will let him come on in. We'll invite him in once we're done. You're going to have to wait just a moment because we are just a little busy with our beloved. But then we'll let you in. But our brothers come by to visit from the monastery, which we love. All right, so Simon's going to go let Cristofo in, and they'll visit a little bit, which is fantastic. And we are just going to go ahead and go check in on our main household and see how they're doing. And then it is going to be Tuesday, well, July, August, September of 1349 soon. And then obviously I'm hoping that we'll be having babies soon. But maybe it's too early for us to be having babies. I don't know. Maybe we won't actually have babies until like the end of 1349, beginning of 1350. All right, so we are here in our main household. Let's just go ahead and check on everyone's needs and see how they're doing. All right, so we have Catherine, you're not going to school. Let's just go ahead and oh, I think I'm going to get a last exception because I tried to take her out of school. That's really annoying. Let me do a quick save. Yeah, I did. All right. Okay, so Catherine is doing well. She is in her second trimester in 5 hours, which is good to know. We have Elias, who is also doing well. Juliana is good, and Gerald is good. All right. How are you guys? You good? All right. Let us go ahead and get busy on some things here on the farm. I'm going to get you to come out here and clean the coop and collect the eggs for both of the coops. And I'm going to get you to come in here and start cooking some food. And you can come and clean and feed and milk the cow. And then clean the shed. Oh, it's already clean? Okay, great. All right. The plants are okay, I suppose. As best as can be expected. Well, we've got some laundry here that needs to be put away, so you can put the laundry away and then tend to the bees. I'll have her come and help you with the bees. You know, teamwork. She's like, I don't want to do the bees. All right, so what's she doing? Oh, eating. Okay. Well, at least she made food, but, you know, now she's stopping to eat. Which is fine. It's completely fine. He's going to tend to the bees, which is great. As we know, he's going to get stung because our bees hate us. All right, let's see what we got as far as this. We got 23 eggs, and we got 6 hatchable eggs. Like, why so many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And he got some things from our harvest, so I will just go ahead and put all that in the fridge. We got 80 potatoes. Holy crap. Alright, and we got a new marriage certificate, which we should hang up somewhere, I would assume. Maybe we can just hang it here in the loo, like in the bathroom. I don't know. I'm running out of places to hang these things. Here, I'll put it here. There we go. And then I feel like I'm old enough now that I should be allowed to go anywhere I want and do whatever I want. Can you treat me like an adult? Really? Just because he's a little bit older than you does not mean that he is going to be like, that's weird. All right. Let's sell all this stuff. Okay, you can come down in here. Like, you need to clean up all this stuff. It is gross. How you doing there? You taking care of these babies? Alright, how are you doing, Gerald? Gerald is doing good. And Juliana is doing okay. Other than she's feeling really sad because she's outshined from watching a sibling's milestone. That was it. Big deal. Juliana's been doing that for years. So she is really jealous of Gerald. Juliana, don't have to be jealous of Gerald. It's fine. I'm just going to get him to give her a little bit of a hug and maybe he can, like, you know, comfort her and hug her and just be like, look, just because your brother does things doesn't mean that you aren't special or that you're not still loved. It's just that he's learning things. And yes, you may have done things that he can do for a long time, but that doesn't mean anything. It just means your brother's learning new things. Oh. Alright, Catherine is cleaning up, which we love. We desperately need her doing that. But I am going to get her to do some wash because some of the laundry is overflowing here. So I'm just going to have her do a little bit of wash in the wash tub. And then we will obviously... How's everything else doing? Everything else is good. She cleaned up the kitchen, which is great. And John, how is everyone? Everyone's good. You've done that. The shed doesn't need cleaned. All right. Things are good. So we'll just get her out here cleaning the laundry and, oh, it'll be perfect. She's cooked. Now she's cleaning. I mean, she's pregnant, so she loves that. Second trimester in 30 minutes. But she's happy about it. She loves the fact that she is expecting, and she seems overall to not be, you know, having any sad mood about it. She seems really happy, which I love. Sometimes when they're teens, they get really upset over the fact that they are expecting, but she seems overall to be fine with it. He's feeling uncomfortable. He's feeling a little off. John isn't sure what's wrong, but feels quite certain something's just not right. Okay, John. I'm fairly certain everything's fine with you. Why don't you come in here and do a sculpture? We'll be able to sell that. And she is now in her second trimester. Perfect. Why don't you come and replace this water, and we can get you to do some more laundry, if there is more laundry to be done. Yeah, wash this laundry in the wash tub. There's plenty of laundry to be had in this house. Quirk revealed Juliana loves books. She seems particularly fond of books. Toddlers who love books enjoy playing around bookshelves, will ask to be read to more frequently, and are more likely to look at books themselves. All right. Well, you're also hungry, so I hope you're eating something. Yes, you are. Okay, good. She's uncomfortable from having washed out arms. I know. It sucks having to do laundry. It does. But finish doing it, and then you can hang it up and go to the washroom. You're going to come out here and try to repair this well, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and purchase some apples and try to craft some nectar. Let's see if you are any good at it. Your dad wasn't so great at it, but maybe you are good at it. Maybe not. It's worth a shot. No, not really. Okay, great. When you're done crafting the nectar, you can go ahead and go get yourself something to eat. Slinging hammers and nails left and right is not Catherine's cup of tea. Should Catherine banish this self-abuse and admit she dislikes handiness? Sure. No one told you to go out there and try to fix the well. The well is unfixable. It cannot be repaired. Alright, so we are going to let you go up here and take care of this little one. He is feeling a little bit hungry. So after you eat, you can come up here and feed Gerald. You need to go to bed. Look at him blow her kisses. That is so sweet. Alright, time for bed. Alright, he is just going to give Gerald a little bit of a feed, and then we'll send him off to the washroom, and then he can go to bed. His job as a dad is never done. Catherine is off to bed as well. She is like, I'm exhausted. Carrying this baby is so tiring. Why are you taking a nap, though? I would rather you, like, actually sleep. Get in bed and go to sleep. Okay. And, you need to go to sleep. And this little guy, you got left downstairs. Awesome. We love that for you. Well, good. I didn't actually want them to leave you in the floor down here. Let's see if maybe she can get up and put you in your crib. Alright, so it is the next day. It is July of 1349. We don't have anything going on today on the schedule unless someone goes into labor. I don't know who all is pregnant in the game or who could be going into labor. I mean, I think almost everybody in the game is pregnant, but I don't know who's close to going into labor. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Why are you ignoring this baby? Put him in his crib. She's a loner. Loner Sims are happiest in solitude and are wary of groups of strangers. Okay. Well, I don't want you to be around a stranger. I just want you to put this baby in his crib. That is not too much to ask. And then you can go to the washroom. Come on, come do it. Be a good mom. She's like, but I'm not his mom. No, but you're his stepmother, and it is what it is. She's like, no, I'll just put him down. No, don't. Actually put him in his crib. It is not difficult. It is not difficult. You could adopt him as your care dependent, as a care dependent. That would be sweet of you to do. Come on. you can just put him in his crib. Look at how dirty he is. Change his diaper. Change his diaper. Come on, be a good mom. Will you change him? There you go.
Them for ya.
Okay, we love that. She's like, I'm starving. I'm desperate for fun. He's very angry. How dare you put me down? The warmth and comfort is absent, and now it feels like the end of the world. The poor thing. I'm always coming in late, Higglety says. Well, Higglety, that's okay. The good thing for you is that I record it and I put it on YouTube. The only thing that I've noticed is, for whatever reason, YouTube keeps messing up my streams, and so I've been having to, like, take the stream down and repost it up. So that's been a pain. But other than that, yeah, you could always rewatch it or go watch the part of it that you don't see. I'm gonna have her, look at her, she's not even eating. She just came straight out here to work on this stupid well. I'm gonna sell this well. This is just too much for me to deal with. They're constantly wanting to come out here to repair it, and it literally can't be repaired. It's just there for looks. But she's not coming in to eat because she wants to repair the broken well. And she doesn't even like handiness. She hates handiness. Like, why are you even dealing with this stupid well? It needs to be sold. I'm gonna have to write myself a note so I can remember to get rid of the well on the property, because they will not leave it alone. Alright, everyone is asleep except for Catherine. Catherine is up. She's starving. The house is a bloody wreck. That does sound irritating. What YouTube does to your streams, but I'll definitely rewatch what I missed. Yeah, absolutely. When I end my stream, I always go and check to see if it's the full stream that uploaded, and if it isn't, then I automatically take it down and then just upload it, which is why sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. So if it's not, then I always go to the community post and I'll just let you guys know that it's messed up and I'm having to fix it. So you'll just have to watch for any community posts that I post to let you guys know, but yeah. It just depends. Some days it's good, some days it's not. I don't know what makes it mess up and what makes it fine, but it's really strange. Alright, so she is in her third trimester in 14 hours. She is very uncomfortable. It says she hurt herself trying to repair the bloody thing. What's it called? Well. That's what she gets. Anyway, she's in her third trimester in 14 hours. She's exhausted, though. She desperately needs to go to bed. So I'm going to get her into bed. Like I said, we are in July of 1349. There is nothing going on the schedule today other than hopefully if we have some babies that are born. Everybody that needed anything done is done. Oh, except for it's Easter. So what happens on Easter? They need to attend a ceremony. So we will send them to attend a ceremony, which will be great. So they will do that today. But other than that, there's nothing going on. Nobody has any birthdays. We don't have any more weddings. We're literally just waiting on everyone that got married to have their babies. That being said, if you wanted, I could go through and show you guys our married couples. Do you guys want to see our married couples? Because I can like hop through the houses and show you guys our married couples. I did show you the pictures of them on the community post, but it's not really the same as actually seeing them live in the game. So if you want to go to the houses and see our live couples, like our couples and what they look like together, we can run and do that. What is she doing? Oh, she's talking to the birds. Okay, you know what? I don't know why you refuse to eat, but she's so hungry. get in here and make some food. How about that? Come make some pottage. I don't even know if you're making a big serving. I just don't know what you're making, honestly. I just don't know. Sounds great. You want to see the families? Okay. All right, so we're going to get her to make some food because she's starving, and then we are going to go see the families. I'm also going to send them to their ceremony so they can get that out of their way. All right, cook yourself some food. She's like so hungry. I was going to say I don't know why she's so hungry. I know exactly why she's so hungry. It's because she's pregnant and she's eating for two, and so it makes her hungry faster. So eat the food. Grab a serving here. And Elias is like, how are you feeling? I hear that you're having a baby. And she's like, I am having a baby. And he's like, well, do you feel okay? And she's like, well, I feel fine. Why do you ask? And he's like, oh, well, you know, we've had some moms in this family that haven't done so well with babies. And she's like, oh. And he's like, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure you're okay. And she's like, okay, I'm okay right now. And he's like, that's good to know. I was just curious. Just want to make sure you're all right. And she's like, yeah, I'm doing okay. So we are going to travel. We're going to attend the holiday ceremony with Catherine and Elias. Obviously, the little ones can't go. And everyone is going to go to the ceremony. Catherine is probably going to really regret that she has to go because she's super exhausted. But everyone has to go to the Easter ceremony at the church. So we're going to send them off to their ceremony. Look at John's like, I could care less about this. She wants to go, and both of our boys could care less about the Easter ceremony, but she wants to go to celebrate the Easter ceremony. So they have gone. And once they come back, which they are back, we're going to leave them here, and we're going to go and see our families. So the first family that we need to see is, let me look on our thing. We already saw Conrad and Elise Marie von Schwan, but I can take you back by there so you guys can see them again. I'm fairly certain I don't have any in this town. Ledford, McNulty, Petechia, Berman. No. Alright, so the first family is in Forgotten Hollow. It is the Von Schwan family. So that is Conrad Meshram. He married Elise Marie von Schwan, and he took her name because he married a vampire. And she was like, I'm immortal. I literally can't die. Obviously, the legacy will be mine. So he took her name. And so we will no longer have the Meshram name unless his son Archibald lives and continues on the Meshram name, because he now is a von Schwan, because the vampire name is obviously going to be the one to carry on. So we have Conrad von Schwan and Elise Marie, which is here, and they are already expecting. She's in her third trimester in 19 hours, so she is having a baby, which we love. She is a Grand Master vampire. And as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I figure he is probably going to want her to turn him into a vampire because he realizes that his children are both going to marry grow up, marry, and move out on their own, and he's going to be left here alone with her, and he's not going to want to continue to age and grow old and die. He's going to want the gift of eternal life and to spend his eternity with her because he loves her. He's already lost Alba Meshram, and he knows what it's like to lose the love of his life, and he doesn't want to lose anyone else. And he knows that he obviously will see his children, and they are going to grow up. They are going to pass on, and he realizes that he's going to see loved ones that are going to age and die, but he's going to have his eternity with his beloved, and he's like, I think it's worth it. And she's like, you're going to see a lot of people in your life that are going to die. And he's like, I understand that, but I'll have my eternity with you. And he's like, and we'll have kids together, and they will be vampires and they'll live. And she's like, well, that's true. And he's like, so we'll have a legacy. And she's like, that's true. And he's like, I think it's worth it. So I do think that he's going to want her to turn him, and we will have us a vampire line in our story now, which will lead us to vampire hunting, because they are going to, the other families in our story are going to become suspicious of the Von Schwans and wondering why they don't age and why they look like they look and things like that. And I do think they are going to start becoming suspicious. They may not get suspicious in the very beginning, but after time they are going to wonder why they aren't aging, why they still look like they look, and things like that. And I do think that's when the hunts are going to begin, and we will start bringing in vampire hunting at that point. So in about 10 years time, I think I put on my timeline that we're going to start doing vampire hunts, and we'll start rolling for seeing if they are going to be accused of being a vampire, and at that point we would hunt them, and possibly they would have to be executed and things like that, just so that we can keep our vampire population down. So that is the first family, and our second family that we are going to go see is Everard and Taylor Harding. I believe they are also over here in this. Yes, they are. So Taylor, where is Taylor? As we know, Taylor, she was married to a McGrath. She was a widow. We now have her married to Everard Harding. So her and Everard have married. Taylor is also expecting. She will be in her third trimester in 5 hours time. So she is expecting as well, which is fantastic news. So we have the Harding family, and then obviously the two McGrath children. So the McGrath name obviously will end unless these two boys live and can carry on the McGrath name. But now we are starting with the Harding name. So these two are also living here in Forgotten Hollow, which I think we decided was, what did we decide was Forgotten Hollow's name? Did we ever decide? I don't know if we did or not. I don't know if we decided it was Romania or what we decided it was. But that's fine. You guys can let me know what Forgotten Hollow's name is. That being said, we are here, and she lives here because she wants to be close to her mother. She is not a vampire, but her mother is a vampire. So she was obviously not born a vampire, but her mother, is. So I guess her mother must have procreated with a human, and she just didn't get that gene. So, obviously she doesn't have to do any of the vampire roles as far as hunting or anything like that because she's human. She just remains here in this country because she doesn't want to leave her mother. She wants to be close to her mother for as long as she can while she's living. Obviously, she knows that her mother is going to live on for eternity, and she could obviously ask her mother to turn her, but she doesn't want that lifestyle. She doesn't want to be a vampire. She is happy with her human life. She just wants to be with her mother while she is alive, or wants to be near her mother while she's alive. So she realizes that her mother will lose her, but at the end of the day, she realizes also that there is importance in a human life and that she doesn't necessarily need to be immortal like her mother. So she just wants to be near her mother is all. I don't remember. We talked about Romania and Transylvania. Yeah, I remember both of those, but I didn't know what we had settled on. So either of those work for me. I don't really care one way or the other, but this is the Harding family, and our next family that we need to see is the, I don't know, but we can go over to Hemford on Bagley. There's 3 families there. So the first one I guess we can go to is the Shoemaker family. So this is Juliana. She was married obviously to Alexander McGrath, and he passed away. She lost her baby. She was single and a widow, and without her baby, like literally she lost everybody in her family, including her newborn, like her new baby. Her baby was born stillborn. And I felt horrible for Juliana, and I thought, like, what are the odds of marrying into a family, the entire family being wiped out by the plague, and then you losing your baby too? Like, she had the worst luck of everybody in the plague, I think, because she literally lost everyone around her, including her baby. But she has met this gentleman here. His name is Porter Shoemaker, and they instantly fell in love. So we have gotten them married. Look at, they're in sync together. It's great. And Juliana is also pregnant. She's now in her 2nd trimester. She'll be in her 3rd trimester in 3 hours. So they are also expecting a child. So she has ultimately moved on with her life. She is feeling really happy. She has a close connection. A special connection from feeling close with someone nearby. It says feeling close with a sim can deepen existing romantic feelings and make Juliana want to get even closer. So she is feeling really, really happy. She is now living here in the McGrath home, which is now her home that she basically inherited from them all dying. And it has obviously been made hers. So this is now the Shoemaker family. So we love that. And I am hoping that they're going to have themselves a really long, good life together. They are, you know, they're really cute together, and I think they are going to have themselves a really nice life. They got on really, really well when they first met each other, and I just think they're going to have themselves a pretty nice life. They found each other pretty attractive, so I think that's really good. Transylvania. Okay, sure. As far as their panel goes, we have here their soulmates, good compatibility, and they perceive each other as attractive. They do have the resentful about no prom invite, which is ridiculous, but they are deeply connected. So I love that for them. They are a great couple. So we love that. And I think that she's going to be really happy with him. I'm sorry, but it just told me that Juliana earned $4,458 from investing this week. What did she invest in? Like, what? I have no idea. Okay, we're going to save and go to Manage Worlds. I don't know what she invested in, but she invested in something and she just got a lot of money. So we love that. Okay. The next family that we have is the Like family. And they are not at home. They're currently at the church, it looks like. But we'll go see them. if it'll load. All right, so this is the like family. We have Sten and his new bride, Nale. He married Nale. They met and he fell deeply in love with her. She also is expecting, as you can see. She'll be in her 3rd trimester in 12 hours. She's like, I am getting out of here. She's absolutely lovely. I decided to go ahead and put him with Nale because he was a young adult and she was a young adult, and so I put them together as opposed to putting him with someone a little bit younger. I put him with someone closer to his age, and it worked out really, really well because as soon as I met them, they just clicked, and I was like, okay, well, that works out even better. So we love that for them. And so they are a cute little couple here, and they're currently at the church because they, for whatever reason, will not go home. Even though I've told them 50 million times to go home, they're just not listening to me. So we love that. Absolutely. Let's get them to go home because they do have a child that they need to take care of. So I'm going to go ahead and get them to go home. And then once they're home, we will leave their lot and we'll go see the last family, which is Hugh Arundel's family. Hi, Leah Maria. Welcome to the stream. Is she going to go home? Yeah. She's huge. 3rd trimester in 11 hours. Why are you so big? Why is that bump so big, Nellie? She's like, don't worry about it, okay? I'm just top heavy. All right. We'll get them home and then we're going to go see Hugh Arundel, who has married as well. And Hugh was the hardest one for me to find someone to marry. Out of everybody that I got remarried, Hugh was the hardest. I had to take him to every single one of the houses for him to find someone to marry because he did not find anyone attractive. He didn't like anyone at all. It was ridiculous. And I was just like, are you serious? It kept telling me, he doesn't like anyone. He doesn't find anyone attractive. And I was like, Hugh, I don't have like all day for you to be picky. But finally I got him a bride. So we ended up marrying him to, what is her name? Jalissa. I think she was a McNally, I believe. And to be completely honest, he didn't have any like, oh, she's beautiful things about her, but they did have good compatibility, and they, out of everybody in the house, were the only two that would like carry on conversation and were getting along. And I was like, okay, these two are going to be the ones that are going to have to be married, because everyone else, he would not talk to them. He wouldn't like nothing. But these two, they sat down and they were like chatting and they were laughing and they were carrying on. And they were the only two that were like chatting with each other. And everyone else he was just ignoring. And he didn't find any of them attractive. But he did find good compatibility with her, and he was able to talk to her, and they were laughing and they were carrying on. And I was like, okay, I can work with that. So we went ahead and we got them married, because he, out of every sim in the entire game, in the entire world, he finds nobody attractive. Nobody. Out of all of the sims that we've put in, out of all of the families that we've put in, he likes no one. The only person that he liked was Bronwyn, and she's gone. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But we have married him to Jalissa, and they have good compatibility. We have gotten them married. They are now soulmates and their spouses, and she is pregnant. She is in her second trimester. She'll be in her third trimester in 13 hours time. So we have got them married, and hopefully they are going to have a good life together, considering they do have good compatibility. I'm hoping they're only going to build on that, and they're just going to continue to have a good life, and it's just going to continue to expand, and they'll continue to have more and more children. Because they are both redheads, I figure they're going to have nothing but a ton of redheaded babies. So we love that. Obviously, we have Frederica, who is Bronwyn's little girl, and she has black hair just like her mommy, and I think she looks like her mommy. So we do have a little bit of Bronwyn left behind, and hopefully Frederica will survive here. But yeah, it is just super sad that, you know, the events happening the way they did, but we will continue on, and that is that. So that is all of our couples that we have gotten remarried and their little stories. Let me know what you guys think about Conrad and the vampire story, the vampire line, and him wanting to go ahead and be turned into a vampire. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that he would want to be turned? Do you think that he wouldn't want to be turned? Do you think that I'm like way off in left field? Like, what is your thoughts on that? And that being said, I'm going to go ahead and head us back over into our main household and take a look at our timeline. I think the next thing that we have to do is on Wednesday, we do have to age up Cuthbert so that's October of 1349. So we still have a little bit of time here to spare before that happens. So we'll just continue to play out this portion until it's time to age him up. I don't know why, but John's headed off to the church, so we'll play as Catherine for now. All right, so Catherine, how are you doing? She is going to be in her third trimester in 56 minutes. And we are just coming up on the tail end here of this portion of the day. So we are just heading into September, it looks like, of 1349. All right, so let's go ahead and check on everyone's needs. Everyone seems to be okay, other than Gerald, who is feeling a little bit sad. Why are you sad? Because you are awake. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if we can get her to come up here and put you to bed. Can you go put Gerald to bed? And Catherine's like, sure I can. I can totally do that. How hard is it to put the baby in a crib? Well, it's not hard, but I would think that you think it's hard because you never do it. So there's that. My thoughts are he would want to be turned because of all he saw happened. Yeah. That makes sense. All right, you can go to sleep now, little guy, and she's going to go downstairs, and don't you pick him back up. You just go get yourself something to eat. He can cry it out. And you come down here and grab yourself some pottage. And you are good. Why don't you come out here and tend to the coops? Once again, they need to be tended to. Collect the eggs, clean the coops. Catherine can now take family leave. From what? What are you taking family leave from? Honestly. From school that I don't want you in, but it won't let me won't let me have you quit. So whatever. All right, and we are just going to make sure you eat. You're cleaning the coops. And John is at the church. But I'm going to bring you home, John, because, you know, you're just like letting her take care of your children. And I'm sure that she doesn't mind helping, but, you know, you can come help take care of your children too. He's like, okay. Very good. And you can clean the cow shed. John, do some chores around the house. Alright, she's going to head off to bed. She's really tired. It is about almost, 7:30 at night. But she's exhausted. She's like, carrying a child and growing a child is like so much work. I never knew this was so much work. Yeah, girl. It's hard work growing a baby. All right, John, when you're done with that, can you come clean this mess up? And I don't know if you know how to cook or not, but could you maybe cook something? You know what, actually, instead of going and cooking something, could you just go hunting? He's like, you're going to send me hunting at 8 o'clock at night? Yeah, I am. Maybe you'll find something good out there. We need some meat in the house for her to cook. He's like, I cannot believe you're going to send me out this late at night to go hunting. What about all of the things out there that can get me? Like, things that go bump in the night. You're going to be just fine. Everything is going to be just fine. Alright, you are dirty. You are, like, so dirty. She's like, Dad, can you give me a bath? And he's like, sorry, I gotta go hunting. You can't go out there and ask him for a bath. Just go to bed. Go up here and go take a sleep. Dad will be home and he can bathe you in the morning. Or Catherine can bathe you in the morning. Catherine is going to need to give this baby a feed. Why is he tense? Someone should call a doctor. John should really visit the doctor soon. Something's not quite right, and he's been feeling that way for a little while now. Oh, dear. Come to bed, Elias. It is late, and you need to get your rest. Alright, so she has efficiently taken care of Gerald, which we love, and now she's cleaning up a puddle, and it's making her super happy, which we think is amazing. He's just finishing up his hunting. Hopefully he does well. I mean, he's sick, and I've got him out hunting, and that's probably not good. But, I mean, I didn't know he was sick when I took him out there. He made a very poor elephant sculpture. It's just pieces. It's not good. Alright, so we've got apple nectar, and we've got a a rabbit, a pheasant, and a chicken. Alright, we'll give those things to her so that she can cook them. And we will put the nectar in the nectar rack. Why is it not going? Okay. Really? It won't let me put it in there? Okay. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Okay, she's gonna need to come down and grab something to eat because she's hungry. So we'll get her something to eat and then she can clean up a little bit. How are you doing? You need to eat too. He's like, I need a doctor, but you're ignoring the fact that I need a doctor because it's 1349. Sorry. I don't know what to do I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we are just gonna have to, let you just tough it out. Rub some dirt in it. It'll be okay. And you can go to the washroom. Can you clean this up? Everyone's doing good. You're gonna need to get up and eat though because you're really hungry. And you also really need to pee. Why do you really need to pee? Because you're in your 3rd trimester and are going to give birth at any time. We are officially in October of 1349. It is Cuthbert Like's birthday. So we do need to go ahead and give him a roll. He can't roll a 4 or a 13. So let us give the dice a roll here. And he rolls a 17. So he is going to live. He's going to live for 28 days. So we've got him there on the teen slot. And let's go ahead and go into Cuthbert's house, the Like family, and we will age him up to a child and we can give him his makeover. All right, so the Like house is in England here. All right, let's go age up little Cuthbert. All right, Cuthbert, where are you? All right, son, let's age you up to a child. Well, where are you going to age up? All right, so we are going to pick a trait to replace clingy. So we are going to randomize, and he is going to get calm. And he only got 1 in motor, 1 in creativity, 1 in social, and 1 in mental. So we are going to, I don't really think it matters. We'll just do rambunctious scamp. And let's hop into Cass and give him his makeover. Okay, so for your hair, let's see. He kind of has a little bit of like wavy hair. Maybe like that hair will do good. All right, and he is supposed to be in the white color. All right. So there is Cuthbert as a child. And we'll get his photo for the tree. Perfect. And let's go ahead and hop back into the game. I do think that it is possible we might have us a baby in today's stream. Possibly. So let's look how big she is. Give birth in. It's a good possibility we're going to have us some babies. We might have them all at the same time, but it's a good possibility we're going to have babies. So let's go ahead and hop back over into our main household because I don't know who's going to have birth first. And we will obviously play until December. We'll just play out, make sure we play out to the end of 1349 here. And then I will get us ready for 1350 so I can take the photo and get us ready for our next stream on Thursday. So I just want to make sure we play that out. Okay, she is in seriously, she needs a bath. You're going to have to give Juliana a bath. And how are you doing? You're in your third trimester, give birth in question mark, question mark, question mark, and you need to go to the washroom really, really badly. And Gerald is feeling playful, which we love. You're feeling very playful. Why are you so playful? You're about to pee yourself. Go pee. Yeah, you're about to pee yourself. Go pee. John and Juliana have a strict family dynamic. Okay. Go pee. Why are you not going pee? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? She was right there. And she said she's going to go all the way out here and use this one. I don't know that you're going to make it. Oh, she did make it. Okay. I was going to say, that is ridiculous. You're going all the way out here for this one, and you're going to end up having to go and have yourself a bath. For what? It was so he could go to this one. Ridiculous. She's pregnant. Honestly. Alright, and he is giving Juliana a bath, which we love.
Oh.
And you're just in here playing away, having a good old time. Alright. I do think that you're going to need to cook something because I don't think there's anything in here to eat. So, there are eggs, but you know. Make a party size of pottage, please. She's like, well, I was going to go upstairs and play with Gerald because I am feeling really playful. That is exactly what she was going to do, is play with him. She's like, I'm going to put him in his crib. Okay, you do that. And then go downstairs and cook. Why are you so angry? Clashing personality from being near an arrogant sim. This room isn't big enough for these two huge egos. Wow. Would you describe the family dynamic between Elias and John as jokesters? Sure, they can have jokesters. Elias, you need to calm down. Alright, she is just doing a little bit of cooking here, and then we'll get her to eat because she is starving. What is today? All Fool's Day. They need to, what, go and do remembrance? No, they need to do mischief things. Well, what is she going to do that's mischievous, honestly? Prank the toilet? She could totally do that. I do think it's going to be a bad idea because, in my opinion, you're going to be the one that's going to need to use that toilet. And then you'll have pranked yourself, but, I mean, that's fine. You can prank the toilet. Here, if you want, you can prank this toilet. Go downstairs and eat something, sir. So she is just doing a little bit of cleaning of the cow, and she's obviously doing a little bit of All Fool's Day jokes by pranking the toilets. I don't know why she's wanting to do that, but she clearly likes the holidays. She wants to do the holiday things. Oh, he wants to do holiday things as well. Maybe I'll let him prank the toilet. He likes doing the mischievous things. What can he do that's mischievous? Let's see if he can share All Fool's Day spirit. And can you do something mischievous? Pranks. What's that spot? I don't think he can do anything mischievous to the little toddler. That's just rude. Where the heck did the candy come from? I don't know, but that's okay. All right, so we are just doing mischievous actions. We're trying to get our All Fool's Day met.
Fabosabe?
He's like, where's that spot? Look at how mean that was. That was like really hard. He smacked him on the jaw. Elias is like, seriously? Are you kidding? Well, let me just tell you something. Oh, see, I told you you'd be the one. That you would be the one that would have to use that potty, and it would bust on you, and then you'd end up having to fix it. Didn't I tell you? I knew it. It's because you're pregnant, you see. I just had this insight. I just had this idea that this was what was going to happen to you. And now here we are. Here we are. Someone said eating dirt was okay, but someone else said eating dirt will make you die. Is it okay to eat dirt? Well, eating dirt is really unhealthy. Okay. Alright, let's let her kind of fix this a little quicker because she's taking her little sweet time. Everyone seems to be in pretty good shape, but John needs to go up and feed Gerald. Okay, let's go feed Gerald. Gerald is feeling a little bit hungry. Gerald is asleep. Wake him up and give him some food. It's like, Gerald, you need to wake up, son. It's time for a bottle feeding. Gerald's like, okay, Dad. I'm awake. Okay, go quit messing with them and mess with him. There we go. Look at her, look at their wedding certificate. She's like, I can't believe I'm married. Yeah, you're also hugely pregnant. I couldn't reach your mailbox. Oh, okay. Let's get the mail because we need to pay our bills.
Got me. Bravo.
Alright, and we also have some toys that we can sell, and we have some meat here. Wrapped white meat. A ton of it. I'm not sure where it all came from, but that's quite alright. Maybe we sold some chickens and I don't remember. I don't really know, but we have a ton of it. I'm gonna get her to come eat something and then check on this laundry. Nope, the laundry is soaked. Why? Because it just keeps raining. Are you guys gonna have your babies today? No, you can't like video gaming. There's no such thing. Are you gonna have your babies today? I'm just curious. Okay, can you come down here and eat something, please? You need to eat, and you are also... No, you're fine. So Juliana is just gonna grab herself a little bit to eat here, and she's gonna toddle on in here. It says she's just a helpless toddler. We're feeding her. Can you not see that? Look, she's eating. Here, take yourself a nap when you're done eating. Juliana is so adorable. I don't know where she's going, but that's okay. She's like, I'm just putting my plate up here so that it's out of my way. Go ahead and clean the coop and collect the eggs. Since you're out here and you're just doing chores anyway, you might as well. She's honestly needing some fun. She's desperate for it. What can I get them to do? Maybe they can woohoo, and that'll be fun. She's like, look, maybe it'll send me into labor. And he's like, do you think? And she's like, we can try it. I'm up for anything. And he's like, okay. It did send her into labor. Holy moly. Alright, so she has gone into labor. We are just having a little woohoo here. But it has sent her into labor. But she's desperately got a wee. So we're going to send her to the washroom, and then she is going to have this baby. I was just kidding about it sending her into labor, but it totally did. So we're going to go up here. We're going to have a baby. Look at, she's like, I am exhausted. I really just want to go to sleep, but you can't. You have to give birth. Come on. Go on upstairs and let us see what you're having.
Oh.
All right, Catherine, let us see. And hopefully she is having, I don't care what she's having as long as it lives, as long as she lives. Let's just be honest.
Oh.
All right, she had a girl, and so we need a baby girl's name, and then we are going to roll and see if her and baby make it. Do you guys want to give me a girl name in the chat, or do you want me to just find a name in the list? Either way is good with me. Just let me know. I think if we are going off of the suggested name list, we are currently on Eyes. Are you leaving? Okay, bye, Tracy. So we could name her Iris. All right, so I'm going to name her Iris Arundel.
Oh. What is that? Oh. Oh.
And let's go ahead and see if mom and baby survive off of the rolls. So for the dice roll, mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 14, so she lives, and baby can't roll a... Baby needs to roll an odd number or an 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls an odd number. All right, so we are going to put baby here. Iris Arundel. And we are in November. No, we're not. We're in December of 1349. She is alive, and it is British Irish. All right. Perfect. So we have our first baby, and we have a couple of hours left here on the game to see if we have, that's my mother's middle name. Nice. All right, so look at him come and kiss her like, we just had a baby. I'm so excited. And she's like, I know we did. All right, so we're going to feed this baby and age this baby up to an infant.
Oh, you're back.
「
Mon am I? Oh, Ganja me for Besorb.
She says, I'm having some aching after pains from postpartum pain. She knows her body is going back to normal, but it could be a painless process. There'd be no complaining from her. She is kind of hurting after having this baby, which is to be expected. All right, Iris is aged up to an infant, and we are going to randomize. She is going to be cautious. These Sims appreciate the familiar but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. And we are going to put... Okay, Juliana has gone into labor. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and go over to Juliana. We will give this baby a makeover at some point. We're going to go see Juliana Shoemaker because she is gone into labor. That did say Juliana, didn't it? I think it did. Everybody's going to have babies now, all at the same time. All right, Juliana Shoemaker, I believe, is who it said was in labor. So let's go see Juliana. And then I'll have to give the baby a makeover. I may have to do all of the makeovers all at the same time and then go from there. And then do like the pictures or whatever. All right. Yep. It is. She is in labor. So let's go ahead and let her have her baby.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
Have your baby.
Ooh.
Leffy!
Ah, yeah. Ooh. Ew. Ah. Ooh. Ah.
He's like, oh my God, you're in labor.
Oof, ah.
What in the world am I supposed to do now? She's like, just let me breathe.
Ow. Ooh.
All right, and this one is a boy. So I think we can probably name this baby. Let's name this baby Jeremiah. Jeremiah Shoemaker.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, Jeremiah, let's find out if you make it. All right, so for Jeremiah and for the mom can't roll a 1. She rolls a 20. Baby needs to roll an odd or an 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 16. Baby is going to die. What is it with her and her babies? She can't win for losing. I can't understand why she keeps losing her babies. So Jeremiah Shoemaker dies. Okay, we have updated for Jeremiah, and so let's go ahead and we have to unfortunately kill him.
Abinor.
Oh.
She's like, where'd my baby go? The baby is gone,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately. I'm
Oofa.
really sorry.
Publish.
I'm super, super sorry about that. Alright, we only have a few more hours left of the day, and then it will be officially 1350. So I'm going to head back over to the main house, give our little baby Iris her infant makeover. Hopefully, you know, we'll see if somebody else goes into labor, but we'll see. All right, let's go back over here and we will get into here. We'll just go this way for now. All right, here's Iris. Alright, so we are going to give her eyelashes here. And she got red hair like her dad. And she's gonna be in blue clothes. Look how dark her eyes are. Dark, dark brown. Alright. There we go. Little Iris. And let's jump back in and see who's next. Like I said, we have a couple of hours left before 1350. So we'll see who's next to have their baby. It's probably going to be I don't know. Nale, I would say. But we'll see. Alright, so you are tired. Let's put you to bed. And you are tired. Let's put you to bed. And you are hungry, so you need to go eat something. There's got to be something down here for you to eat. I'm fairly certain she's cooked something. Yeah, you can at least have an egg. So come grab you an egg. And you are tired, so you can go to bed. Come on, come to sleep. You're good. And you are good.
Priv.
Both of them are just laying here on the floor. We love that. Both of the parents have gone off to bed and left the infants just lying in the floor. Alright, let's just fast forward a little bit here. And alright, Elias. Once you're done with that, you can go to bed. He's like, can I though? Yeah, you can. Okay. Everyone has headed off to bed for the night. It is late and we are headed into 1950. And if no one else goes into labor, then we will go into 1950 with some pregnant folks, which we love. Gerald is super playful. We love that. Doesn't even seem to mind so much that he's in the floor because he has a little sister that is, you know, here for him to play with. So he's like, I'm loving life. All right, it is officially the next day. It is 1350 and Taylor Harding has just gone into labor. So technically it is 1350 and she's gone into labor. So I will go ahead and let her have her baby, but technically we are in the next year. So this is done. But we will go ahead and let her have it since we have just had her, you know, come right up at midnight here. Everybody else is just going to have to have their pictures as pregnant women in the photo for 1350. But Taylor, you have just on the cusp of it. I guess I could have hit cancel. That would have been easier for everyone. All right, get yourself in there and let's go have your baby. It is a girl, so we are going to name your baby. Oh. Let's name her Joanna.
Aww.
All right, so let's give a roll for this baby. And this mom. So if we give mom a roll, she rolled an 18. She survives. Baby needs to roll an odd plus 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 10. Baby gets to live. All right, so let's put baby on the timeline. It is Thursday, so we'll put her here. Joanna Harding. So we're in January of 1350 now. Alive. British. Okay. All right, so I am going to leave that there, I think. And we have to obviously age her up, but we're going to feed her, and then we will age her up to a infant.
Serapi. Naya.
She's like, I can't feed her. Why not?
Nubu. Aww. Oh. Aww. Oh, Nitzo. Aww.
Age up this baby, and then I will give her a makeover, and I think I am going to just leave this stream here. I'm going to go ahead and do the photos for the 1350s. So we'll have that ready for Thursday's stream. Thursday's stream is going to be a little bit later. I have a appointment that I have to go to, so we won't be doing the stream until 1 o'clock. So the stream is going to be a little bit later on Thursday as opposed to 12 to 2. It's going to be from 1 to 3. So I will be doing the stream a little bit later on Thursday. So I will see you guys then. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, guys.